Thanks so much for viewing. This is Taylor Edrington with Rural Gorge Anglers in Canyon City, Colorado, the oldest fly shop and guide service on the Arkansas River and only Orbis endorsed outfitter on the longest gold medal section in North America, the 102-mile gold medal section of the Arkansas. Thanks so much for viewing. It is June 27th and we are hot and heavy on the Arkansas right now. Things are excellent. Clarity is excellent. Flows are right in the average flow range for today's date. As of today, 1600 CFS at Salida, 1000 CFS at Granite, and right around 500 CFS in the Hayden Meadows section. Clarity is excellent. Over 3 feet of clarity all the way down today. We have been fishing hard the last 10 days. It's amazing this year, the clarity we've had, even at the higher flow rates. The river just did not get dirty this year. Got dirty, maybe the first week of June, last week of May, during that initial push of high water. However, at 2500 CFS 10 days ago, we had great clarity, great clarity on the edges, maybe 2+ feet in the center, and we're fishing hard on the edges even at that flow. Now it's dropped considerably. We're down in that great window, of 1600 CFS, 12 to 1600 CFS, where fish are still post-runoff mindset. They're still on the edges, and they're looking up and eating big dries, and streamers and dry dropper rigs are very productive as well. This is that fishing in a barrel time period. It is prime time for that. We are wading the edges. We're not wading into the current at all. No need to. All the fish are within 3 feet of the edge. Our float trips are excellent right now as well if you want to get into a boat and really pound casts at the shoreline. Streamer activity from the boat is just on fire. We're starting to see some of our summer hatches kick on as well. Yellow Sallies, starting to see some golden stones up and down the river corridor, caddis, pale morning duns, so on and so forth. So fishing is great. We're about to kick into July, and definitely what we expect are more good things to come in the next 10 days as far as that fishing in a barrel time period. You do want to really focus on that flow rate, 12 to 1600 CFS, for that fishing in a barrel type of fishing, just because as soon as flow decreases below that window, we start to see fish disperse into the water column, into different structure throughout the river, and it is less of that condensed population against the shore. Let's talk about some patterns and some rigging. We like to throw a single dry right now. A big single dry is excellent. A tractor dry, stonefly, so on and so forth. Also during that kind of highlight time period from say 9:30 a.m. through 2:30, 3 p.m. like to throw a dry dropper, so one of those big dries with a trailer dropper. Tungsten bead needs to get down pretty quick. On those droppers, we're focusing on the hatch matching flies, BMDs, yellow sallies, caddis larvae, stuff like that. Make sure that you have your hatch matching dries, because we are finding pockets of fish that are keyed on pale morning duns or yellow sallies or caddis. And then, like I said, streamers are great. So let's just jump into it, look at some patterns. Like I said, golden stones are starting to hatch on this river. We're starting to see more and more of those bugs. That will continue through the coming weeks. Flush floater stone is one of my favorites. Foam body, holds up a dropper nice, looks just like the real thing. Double Dutch bug is one of our standbys. Yellow and tan, my favorite colors. Size 8 through 12, easy to see, very durable, floats a beadhead very well. The foamulator golden stonefly, again, foam, great floater, easy to see, durable. Size 8 through 12. You can't get away from our chubby Chernobyls. We love our chubbies here at Royal Gorge Anglers. We love these chubby Chernobyls. Tan body, black foam. All of these patterns have big white poly wings, super easy to see like an indicator. Purple bodies, great as well. Like I said, tan body, red bodies, black bodies, purple bodies, those are all good on those chubbies. One other pattern I love during the Golden Stone time period is tan pool toy. Also love it in the yellow color as well. There are a few hoppers starting to kick around, so foam hoppers are great to fish as a lead fly. We'll only see more of those hoppers in the coming weeks. Here's a tan Thunder Thighs hopper. The Moorish hopper is one of my standbys, super easy to see, high vis, supports weight well. That's the green or chartreuse Moorish hopper. As far as hatch matching dries are concerned, like I said, our key patterns are going to be in the Yellow Sally, Pale Morning Dun, and Caddis categories. From the Yellow Sally perspective, the Clown Shoe Sally, super easy to see, nice profile, also fishes well as a caddis. The Stacked Sally, one of my favorite hatch matching Yellow Sallies, excellent fly. In the caddis category, I like to say tan and olive and pretty slight profile, size 14 and 16 right now. Some of those caddis are 18s, but I've found that fish are really productively feeding on 14s and 16s. This is a tan AC caddis, size 16. The Screaming Banshee pattern from Charlie Craven, another great slim profile fly. Pale Morning Duns, one of my favorite, the Hackle Stacker, Bob Quigley's PMD Hackle Stacker, excellent fly. CDC Cripple, another standby, size 16, real tan and yellow body there. And, then as far as the dropper nymphs are concerned, we're focusing on those hatches that are going on, PMD, Yellow Sally, Caddis. The key flies for me are going to be the Yellow Sallies and the Pale Morning Dun nymphs. Tungsten bead, heavy, I want it to get down. Mauritius Iron Sally, tungsten bead, great fly. Larry Kingery's new tube body Sally is going to be a home run this year. Excellent fly. And another just great fly is the little yellow Sloan stonefly, tungsten bead. The PMD category, Mike Mercer's Poxyback PMD, tungsten bead, size 16. And the Micro Mayfly with the electric yellow color is a great pattern for that PMD. Super bright, fish can see it easy. Nice attractor fly. Also doing well on Guide's Choice Hare's Ears, Poxyback Hare's Ears, Psycho Princes, like I said, various caddis larva representations as a bead head underneath dry. Those are all good, standbys, but definitely focus on your Yellow Sallies, your PMDs, your caddis larva, and throughout the hatch life cycle there. Streamers are excellent right now. You're not going to find a much better streamer time period than late June through the first 3 weeks of July. Spring can be great, fall can be great, but with fish tucked against the edges and voraciously feeding, trying to gain calories and post runoff, they want the biggest meal they can get. So they are very opportunistic on those big dries, dry dropper, but especially on streamers. Large tandem streamers have worked well as a single. You've got 2 hooks there. This is the Double Dirty Hippie Black. Been fishing that in black and olive. If you want to go tandem and run 2 streamers and inline, which is typically what I do out of my guide boat, a Dirty Hippie in that North Platte brown color has been good for me. I've also done really well on Charlie Craven's Baby Ganga in the olive coloration, as well as the rainbow coloration. Excellent fly. And then I'm trailing two flies in particular that I do really well on. Thin mint, tungsten thin mint, brown, black, olive body, and Takahashi's mini minnow, rainbow and brown trout minnow imitation. Okay. So as far as approaching the river, like I said, you do not need to wade. Do not wade into the current. There's no need. All the fish are against the edges. You walk the edges. There's plenty of open shoreline to walk now at 1600 CFS in Bighorn Sheep Canyon, less than that upstream. You walk the edges. You be careful where you're walking, obviously, but not too difficult. Typically I like to wet wade during this time period. Run my wading boots, a wet wading sock, which we carry here at the shop if you have any questions about what that is, and then a long pant. And then I just hopscotch the rocks down, moving upstream, fishing upstream with my dry dropper rig. And then a lot of times, from the wading standpoint, I'll fish upstream and then I'll switch over to a streamer or grab my streamer rod, carry that with me, switch to the streamer and fish the streamer coming back. Fish a big shoreline that holds, has a lot of good structure, pocket water. We've got 110 miles of river from Canyon City to the headwater, so I guarantee there's plenty of water for you. So I'll fish a stretch, fish that for a few hours, work up, work down, and then get in my truck and go to a new area, and kind of hopscotch up and down the river like that. I will tell you, you will find some of the most productive number days you will ever see on this river during this time period. Fish are trying to gain calories. They've been in heavy runoff for nearly a month. It's the same every year. This is one of the most productive time periods. And if you like to fish dry dropper, big dry flies, golden stones hatching and yellow sallies hatching, so on and so forth, hoppers starting to kick around, you're not going to beat this time period. You just aren't. If you want to learn how to approach the river from a wading standpoint at this level, or want to take advantage of a float trip and that fishing in a barrel from the boat, give us a call, toll free, 888-994-6743, or shoot us an email at info@royalgorgeanglers.com. Things are starting to really stack up as far as trips are concerned for us, but we do have some limited availability through the month of July, and some in August as well. August is a fantastic time period on this river as well. But like I said, if you're really focused on that great edge fishing, it's a short window. You need to get here in the next few weeks, next few days if you can. This is a great time period you want to take advantage of. If you haven't already, check it out, experience it for yourself. Thanks so much for viewing. Let us know if you have any questions. You can shop online. All those patterns I just showed you are on our web store. And if you have any questions, we're always here to help. Toll free, 888-994-6743. Thanks so much for viewing. Have a great, safe day on the river, and we hope to see you in the fly shop or on the river soon.